It's Mom.
Hello.
Actually,
So
that's one.
hopefully everybody has
That's
gotten something out of the
and
root
that's
chakra, foundational
No, this is
healing
This is purple.
conversations for the
pink.
past 2 weeks. I'm actually happy to move on into the second
No,
chakra.
pink.
And
That's
that
not
is
true.
the sacral chakra.
That's purple and that's
And
orange.
this deals with
No, it's not.
pleasure. Pleasure.
Yes, it is.
And the
Yeah, wasn't it
alternative in that second chakra, which is between your base chakra and your navel, is guilt. Okay? So guilt gets
You
stuck
know what this
and
is?
lodged in our
Pink.
second chakra.
No,
So what does that mean?
that's
You know, many times
nice.
people talk about having a guilty
orange.
pleasure.
No, because it is orange.
So my guilty pleasure would be
Mom,
listening
can I
to
draw
Justin Bieber, as you can hear in the background.
with your pen, please?
And it's an interesting thing
Mom,
that
can I draw something with
something
your pen?
that brings us joy. Yes, you can. There's paper right there.
Yay.
Something that can bring us joy.
Give me a paper.
We have to hide in the closet and do because we are afraid of what others may think if they find out that thing about us. So we call it a guilty pleasure, something that you're doing by yourself. And instead of that, something simple that we can do instead is to enjoy what we enjoy, right? To enjoy what we enjoy. I like Justin Bieber. He's a Pisces. He's a really good artist. And at the end of this 100-day challenge, I hope to learn this song and play it. It's called Sinking Deep. And singing in front of people is not something that's easy to me. I am very much at an awe of people who can sing in public for sharing their beauty with the world. So why am I sharing this with you? I learned from a beautiful soul sister of mine, Marie Alessi, that something very powerful. And it is that unless we have committed a crime, there is no need to feel guilty. No need whatsoever to feel guilty. If you have not committed a crime, you can free yourself right now with that understanding that if you have not committed a crime, you should not be feeling guilty. There's nothing to feel guilty for. If you have made a mistake, okay, congratulations, you've come to planet Earth, you're a human being, and to err is to be human. Okay, I was saying before my messenger went off, many of us have grown up in households where we feel like we had to be perfect, we had to do things right in order to receive any type of support, love, praise, attention, any of that stuff that we honestly could have received without those things, but in a conditional-based society, those things become requirements for parents, unfortunately, to give love to their children if they are performing perfectly in some households, many households, especially in households in the culture that I come from. So, maybe cultures that you come from as well. When we grow up in a culture like that, in an environment like that, we learn to feel guilty when we are not perfect. And it is no longer about doing actions that make us happy and that bring us happiness. It is about doing things to perfection so that we receive love, basically. Which is sad if you think about it. That we have to perform and be perfect in order to receive love. Like, that's very... It's a distortion of love. That is not even love. That is it's a form of codependency. Because if I succeed, then the people who are around me can feel a sense of success from that. But if we were to roll all of that back and instead focus on what actually did bring us pleasure, that could bring others pleasures as well because it comes from the right place of joy, then it's possible to succeed and make others happy by just doing what we love, by being who we are, by being free and allowing ourselves, oh thank you, by allowing ourselves that space to just do what we love to do, instead of being on edge that if we don't do things perfectly, we can't do things. So, yeah. So I said my guilty pleasure is Justin Bieber over here. No longer a guilty pleasure, but someone who's going to inspire me to enjoy the pleasure of creation. Second chakra is all about creation as well. And the other one is like feelings of jealousy can get trapped here as well. So we have two options. We can be jealous of people, or we can take all of that heinous, greenish, mucusy, toxic energy and turn it into creativity, turn it into inspiration. We can go ahead to choose to do things that we love. And continue to grow in our creativity so that we may enjoy ourselves and be pleasure. So, if you have not committed a crime, you can be freed from feeling guilty.